Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so I know it's been a couple weeks. I've been super duper busy. I apologize for not posting something the last couple weeks, but here's the deal. I started working with a new team to get my book published, as you know, and the book launch date is September 29th. But what you don't know is that my book manuscript is due on July 4th. So that date is quickly approaching, and I have been super busy working on the book. Now, what you don't know is, because most of you know that I wrote this book 5 years ago, right? So I know that you think it's just as simple as me, getting it sent in and edited and published, but that's not actually what's happening. So a little backstory. I'm working with this team, and Angela told me that I basically needed to start over. And I was just like, oh, are you kidding me? No, I can't start over. I was horrified. All that hard work for nothing. But then I started thinking about it. And the fact that it's been 5 years and it's not published, and she's published thousands of books and has been doing this for a long time, I had to recognize that she knows something that I don't know. So I deferred to her expertise, and I said, all right, I'm starting over. So something I don't often talk about is that when I was writing the book 5 years ago, I don't say this out loud very often, so I'm sorry I'm exposing myself here, but it was not a joyful experience. It was a horrible experience writing my book 5 years ago. I did not have fun doing it. It was a miserable experience. And one of the things that Angela pointed out to me is that the energy that you have within you, the emotional state you have within you at the time you're writing, will come through in the book. That statement scared me, because when I knew how the state of mind I had when I was writing the book, I definitely didn't want that to come through. So that experience, understanding that I didn't enjoy it 5 years ago, I knew I needed to start over. So I started over, begrudgingly all the way through it. I was kind of complaining, but so that's why I've been missing for 2 weeks. I'm sorry I'm rambling, but I've been working on the book, and surprise, I found joy in that process. Like, that's the big surprise. I was so not wanting to start over, but starting over to write a book about finding joy in unexpected places happened to be one of the places where I unexpectedly found joy. Weird, right? So I'm super excited now. I'm finding joy in the process, and this book will definitely be a book that is meant to be out there. The previous book, not so much. And the team I'm working with now is helping me create this much better book. For years, I remember talking to my friend Mayland, and Mayland was one of the first people that I ever let read the original book. She edited it for me. She made lots of corrections, and I was so grateful to her. And she would always ask me, when are you going to get it published? And I don't know. And she just kept saying to me, it's not time. It's not time, Kip. And I now know that she was right, because this is the time, and this is going to be a much better book. So my long-winded conclusion, starting over doesn't have to be a bad thing. Sometimes what I'm realizing is maybe it's necessary. I think we all get stuck. We get dug in to all the work we've done, and that work can't be for nothing. So we just dig in and say, no, this is the way it's got to be. Where have you done that? For me, I did the same thing initially, but all that work was not for nothing. Because maybe what I realized is sometimes knowing what you don't want is as important as knowing what you do want. And maybe you have to start over to figure that out. So where do you need to start over? Is there anything you've dug your heels in on? You got to start over somewhere? Think about it. It's hard, but for me, what I've found in the last couple of weeks that I've been missing, super helpful. I'm finding joy in that process. And I know that this book, launch date September 29th, remember that. It's going to be much better. So hope you're all well, and we'll talk soon. Love.